Greetings and welcome to the Reparenting Daily podcast. In this podcast, we'll dive deep into reparenting, exploring all of the tools and resources that you'll need to help you along your journey. This podcast is divided into 3 sections. The first is a daily reading. The second is a discussion of the reading followed by suggested journal prompts. And the last section is a peaceful meditation for closing. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from whenever and wherever you're joining us today. I'm so glad that you're here as we continue on this journey of self-expansion and growth. If this is your first time, welcome. Before we dive in, a quick reminder. Like, share, and subscribe to this podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Your support here helps spread the word and grow this community of self-reparenting. Now for a few updates. First, I'm excited to introduce our Patreon community, where for a small monthly fee, you can join us for 3 weekly reparenting support meetings. Sundays, we have a guided meditation for emotional grounding. On Tuesdays, we have a book club discussion for deeper discussions and growth. And on Thursdays, we have open topic conversations for real-time support on any topics that may come up. You can find all of the details about what's included in this community by going to the Reparenting Daily website and checking out the community tab. In addition, we now have a WhatsApp support group, a global network of fellow travelers available anytime you need encouragement, guidance, or a simple connection. This is just one of the many ways we're building a strong, supportive space for your reparenting journey. The next announcement is that I've just released my first few books. The first is the Reparenting Daily Journal, a structured 365-day guide to help you work through reparenting day by day. Starting in 2025, each month focuses on a key theme with weekly sub-themes. The Reparenting Daily podcast episodes align with the journal, making it an interactive and immersive experience to help you stay focused and ensure real progress this year. Now for the next announcement, I'm thrilled to introduce Fairy Tales for Reparenting Daily, a collection of 3 books inspired by Jungian analysis, mythology, philosophy, psychology, and most importantly, the work of Marie-Louise von Franz. These short, simple stories are designed to help you reconnect with your inner child and experience healing through storytelling. What makes these books unique? Well, at the end of each story, there's a deep dive analysis exploring its themes, explored by journal prompts to help you reflect on how these lessons relate to your personal journey. All of these books are now available on Amazon, so go ahead and take a look and support this project. Reparenting is a journey of growth, iterative change, and continuous improvement. Much like nurturing the bonsai tree, it requires patience, care, consistency, and attention. Thanks for being here and supporting this work, and for committing on your journey of self-expansion. Now, without further ado, let's dive into today's practice. Today's reading is from the ACA Daily Meditation. It's entitled Relationship Anorexia. Just as a reminder, we're in April, and the theme for this month is developing a structure and discipline. We're in week 2, which is April 8th until the 14th. And the theme for this week is building supportive routines. I've selected this reading, Relationship Anorexia, because, as you'll see in the reading, having grown up in a dysfunctional family, relationship anorexia can definitely come as a consequence. As a result, as we enter April, we'll work our way through the month and focus on building structure, discipline, and supportive routines. It's important that we address this relationship anorexia and modify our routines so that we can live in more connection. Now let's go to the reading. Relationship anorexia. Many lost children practice relationship anorexia. Big Red Book, page 135. Adult children learn a lot of things growing up in a dysfunctional home. Unfortunately, one of the primary things we learned was not to trust. We learned to place a wall around us for protection from pain. This wall follows us into adulthood and shadows all of our relationships with acquaintances, friends, co-workers, and most importantly, our intimate relationship with a partner or spouse. We find that, unlike our family of origin, a healthy relationship calls for a degree of trust, something that is so foreign to us that our safety feels threatened. When given the choice to let down our guard and allow someone to breach our protective wall, some of us choose to either prevent or end the relationship. We fear failure but sabotage our own success. As we get emotionally stronger in our ACA recovery program, we start removing the bricks from our wall, knowing that we can now accept what life brings us with the love and support that we have for ourselves, as well as from our higher power and our fellow travelers. On this day, I will continue to grow emotionally with the knowledge that ACA and my higher power will guide me in gaining the strength to trust others. Thank you, and that's the reading for today. Welcome back, welcome back. This reading on relationship anorexia powerfully connects to April's theme, developing structure and discipline, particularly as we look at week 2's focus, building a supportive routines. Relationship anorexia, this chronic withholding of emotional intimacy, is a form of survival strategy we adopted to protect ourselves in unsafe environments. But what once kept us safe is now keeping us isolated. The wall described here isn't just emotional, it becomes behavior. It shows up in how we organize our lives, our habits, our spaces, our behaviors, our vocal inflections, and facial expressions. Building supportive routines help dismantle this wall brick by brick by creating consistent, nurturing systems that allow us to feel safer in connection. When we intentionally include this ritual of self-expression, gentle social engagement, or practices that open our heart space like journaling or breathwork, we surely teach our nervous system that intimacy isn't always dangerous, can also be chosen and cultivated, and most importantly, safe and nurturing. From a reparenting lens, this reading is especially relevant. Many of us were emotionally deprived as children, and so we became emotionally self-starving adults, not out of desire, but from a deep fear and conditioning. Developing supportive routines is one of the most practical ways and healing ways that we can reparent our inner child. When we create rituals that offer predictability, care, and emotional nourishment, we send ourselves a powerful message. You deserve love. You are safe now, and you don't have to be alone anymore. These routines don't involve others at first. Simply lighting a candle while you journal, preparing yourself a warm meal, or offering yourself a kind word in the mirror can be a revolutionary act of self-love that slowly dismantles the emotional starvation and deprivation of the past. As we move on to the journal prompts today, number 1, in what ways have I withheld emotional closeness from others or even from myself as a way to feel safe? Number 2, what daily or weekly routine could I build that gently supports more emotional openness or connection? And number 3, what did emotional connection look like in my childhood? And how can I redefine it for myself now with compassion and care? That's it for today. As always, thank you so much for being here. Please do take care of yourself and be well. Welcome back. Welcome back. Now, this is the third and final section of the daily podcast. This is your silent meditation. Please go ahead and find a space where you can be comfortable and undisturbed, where you can relax and spend some time with yourself for this 10-minute silent meditation. You can choose to be sitting, standing, lying down, or in whatever position makes you comfortable today. Take a moment to simply be with yourself. Focus on your breath and gently connect with each part of your body. If thoughts arise, don't let them overwhelm you. Just observe them without attachment. Imagine them as leaves drifting down atop a river, passing by without needing your engagement. Stay present, grounded, and open to this moment, no matter what time you are listening and practicing this meditation. Namaste.